antiquity to the present, I have seen the indomitable spirit of man rise to meet the challenges of the capricious oceans and conquer them. Ultimately, the Andhras were those who grew roots and assimilated into this land, nurturing it to form today's Andhra Pradesh. The last rulers of this coastal belt was under the British regime, which was in India's shelter after independence.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
आएगा देख बताएगा मुझे हिस्ट्री बताएगा अरे गाजी का हिस्ट्री बताएगा
And its quest to make itself truly independent. While the first 20 years ensured strengthening and expansion of the Navy, the time was now ripe for naval forces to operate on both the east and west coast separately. It is befitting then that a new naval command, the Eastern Naval Command, was formed here in Vizag on the 1st March 1968. Our enemy's omen rose, and the dark clouds of war hit us in December 1971. As India supported her Bengali-speaking brothers and sisters in East Pakistan against the atrocities of the Pakistan government and its armed forces. The Bay of Bengal became the battlefield, a theatre of maritime action, which gave birth to a new warlord. And to this call of God, the Eastern Fleet was baptized with fire on 1st November 1971.
Pakistan launched a full-scale war against us. The Pakistan Air Force suddenly struck at our airfield in Amritsar, Pathankot, Srinagar, Awantipur, Uttarlai, Jodhpur, Ambala and Agra. मुझे जरा भी संदेह नहीं है कि विजयी भारत की जनता की, भारत की बहादुर सेना की होगी।
The die was cast. The aircraft carrier INS Vikrant and the Leopard-class frigates Brahmaputra and Bias were deployed to the Eastern Theatre, joining the Petia-class corvettes Kamorta and Kavarati to form the Eastern Fleet with a plan to strangulate the marine supply lines from West Pakistan to East Pakistan. Vikrant was the centerpiece of all operations on the eastern seaboard. While her Elises maintained constant surveillance, her Seahawks carried out relentless strikes that destroyed enemy bases and paralyzed its logistic lines. Pakistan had sent its most important 10th class submarine, the mighty PNS Ghazi, to the Bay of Bengal to seek and destroy INS Vikrant. However, on the night of the 3rd December, Goddess Vishaka empowered the Indian Navy with her blessings, and the Ghazi was sunk by Indian Navy's brilliant deception plan, significantly impacting the morale of the enemy. On the morning of 4th December 1971, our carrier-borne aircraft ferociously struck the enemy at Cox's Bazar, destroying all airfield installations. Simultaneously, the Western Naval Command, through Operation Trident, had set ablaze the enemy's capital, Karachi, and destroyed several ships. To commemorate this plethora of attacks over the enemy, the 4th of December is celebrated as the Indian Navy Day. Continued its offensive operations, keeping the bay under vigil, capturing merchant ships and bombarding enemy ports. Separately, the Navy also launched a heroic riverine commando operation in the east, undertaken by Force Alpha, comprising Indian naval personnel and Mukti Bahini fighters. Force Alpha sailed up the Pusur River and conducted daring attacks on the industrial heartland of East Pakistan, Khulna and Jalna Mongla port complex. However, the war wasn't without its casualties for India. On the 9th December, INS Kukri, while on an anti-submarine mission off the Saurashtra coast, was struck by a torpedo fired by an enemy submarine. The captain of the ship was being taken to safety, but Captain M.N. Mullah said, "If my people are to go down, I shall go down with them." And with this, INS Kukri went down, taking with her 18 officers and 176 men. This memorial, the Victory at Sea, was hence built on the 10th December 1996 to commemorate the remembrance of all the immortal warriors of the nation who gave their lives while guarding the tricolor. On that fateful day, December 12th, 1971, the thunderous roar of Vikrant's aircraft and the unwavering vigilance of the Eastern Fleet sealed the fate of the besieged Pakistani forces in the east. Cut off from reinforcements and escape, they faced the wrath of the Indian Navy's courage, valor, and dynamic leadership. The birth of a new nation, Bangladesh, marked the victory, a testament to the indomitable spirit of our sea warriors. Their sacrifice and service echoed through the naval history, immortalized by 6 Mahavir Chakras, 27 Veer Chakras, and 18 Shaurya Chakras, among other accolades. This chapter is etched in gold in the annals of India's military history and public memory. Time and tide wait for no man, they say, yet I stand as sentinel, a guardian prime. Bound by duty, my watch I keep, where waves whisper secrets in the deep. As Eastern Naval Command I share a sacred trust, a legacy rare. Vishakhapatnam, the city of destiny, is proud to harbor the headquarters of the Eastern Naval Command, which is responsible for maritime operations to secure the eastern seaboard, extending from the Bay of Bengal to the southeastern Indian Ocean, where more than 100,000 ships transport a quarter of the world's oil. In February 2016, when the International Fleet Review was conducted at Visakhapatnam, the city and the Navy came together to put up a grand show as we welcomed ships and delegates from all over the world. That tradition has continued with Milan, another international naval event that saw participation of 50 nations in February 2024. Standing vigil over the boundless blue of the eastern seaboard, forever committed to seafarers, I have seen adventure, trade, culture, fortitude, valor, and victory at sea. 5 decades on, I continue to be the proud home of the Indian Navy's submarine arm. The vanguard of maritime deterrence is also of the Navy's amphibious forces, keeping a watch over 25 million square kilometers. Bordered by lush green hills and beautiful silver beaches, my land-sea connection has given me a unique identity, the vizag silhouette. My relationship with the Indian Navy has further blossomed with the commissioning of INS Visakhapatnam, my namesake, in 2021. At 164 meters long and displacing 7,500 tons, she is one of the largest indigenously built surface combatants. With the blessings of Lord Vishak, I, Vizag, along with the Eastern Naval Command, have the will and the resolve to keep the sword sharp and the shield formidable. As I stand proud at the Victory at Sea War Memorial, looking into the future, let us pray to the Lord Varuna, the Lord of Oceans, to be auspicious unto us. This is also the motto of the Indian Navy, Shanno Varuna. Let us pray for Navy's decisive victory in battle and salute its commitment to accomplish anything, anytime, anywhere. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana.
Now నిమిషాలే మీకు మాత్రమేలే గౌరవాల హరే మా ప్రతి దండగనిరతం విదండ యాత్రల ఫలితం కాదా దండలతో నిత్యం మిమ్మల్ని కొలిచే భాగ్యం మాదా మీ గట్టి లేకుంటే మా బ్రతికే గుండెలే మీరు పిల్లలా ఇదే తిన్నాడే వైజాగ్ మీ గాథ వీరగాథే వైజాగ్ మీకే విజాగిరాదే వైజాగ్ మీకే చేసేది మీకే వైజాగ్
Vizag, the city of destiny.